And last of all, our last speaker is a friend of mine that I've known for a long time. Her name is Debbie Robinson. She's the executive director of Speaking for Herself, a self-advocacy group here in Pennsylvania, the first female African-American woman who has an intellectual disability to run a nonprofit to help people who have disabilities to have voices. They closed down 2 state centers, the Altoona Center, even the Hammer Center, that we helped close down years ago. And just recently, the Hamburger Center just closed down. So people with intellectual disabilities have a chance to live an everyday life in the community they want. So we decided we're going to ask Debbie questions, me and Genevieve. So we sat there together, we talked things out. So Genevieve will ask the questions to Debbie, and Debbie will respond. Can you take it away?
Thank you, Bill. So I want to say just a few other words about Debbie Robinson. Speaking for Ourselves is a nationally recognized advocacy organization that teaches the public about the needs, wishes, and potential of people with disabilities. Before joining Speaking for Ourselves, Debbie was active in the disability movement in New York. She attended the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990. Now, I don't know how many of you know this convention we've been talking about, the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. The United States has signed it, which is kind of like a baby step, but we have not ratified it yet, which means we're not holding ourselves to that international treaty. But the ADA is an important piece of legislation in our country, and so we're going to talk a little bit with Debbie about that today. She was there in 1990 at the signing. In 1995, she was appointed to the National Council of Disabilities by President Clinton, and she served on the American Association of People with Disabilities and Self-Advocates Become Empowered, otherwise known as SAVE. Debbie works tirelessly to advocate for others and to help others advocate for themselves. So we're going to do a little bit of an interview here to close out our panel. Almost close out our panel, right? All right, so Debbie, would you tell us a little bit about Speaking for Ourselves work, your role, and the types of things that you do there?
Well, I am the executive director. What we do is help empower people with disabilities all over and stand up for themselves. We help them get on state boards and government boards, in their own counties or in Harrisburg, and anywhere else they would like. We just encourage them. We support them because they know what they want. And believe me, you heard it at this panel here tonight. As you heard wonderful speakers, and they spoke and what they are and who they are. And so we, in Speaking for Ourselves, we speak, and we have individuals, and they share their own stories. Support them.
How many members do you have at Speaking for Ourselves in Pennsylvania?
Right now, around about 500.
Wow, and is that the whole state, or is it part of the state?
Well, it's what it is, because we started SAVE and other committees around in the country. We have the Southeast region, and we have in Harrisburg, Pittsburgh, Altoona.
Okay.
So, but this is why, Speaking for Ourselves, as you heard them say, we help start SAVE, and other national organizations, because we know that this is really important and that we are important.
Thank you. It's really impressive work that you have done, and I appreciate you being here to share with us about that. I know people will probably be interested to hear a little bit about being present at the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act, but just, could you tell us a little bit about what it was like to be part of the movement that supported the ADA?
Wow, it's, words can't describe. It was thousands and thousands and millions of people, and the CDADA, American with Disabilities Act, signed into law by a gentleman who I got to know very well through Speaking for Ourselves, Justin Dart, who is a gentleman that went around the country with his own money and talked to 50 and more states about American with Disabilities Act. And, you know, and when he came to us, Speaking for Ourselves in Pennsylvania, you know, and brought it to our doorstep, wow, it was just, you know, we got on board right away. It was just, you know, to see him sign it was just, we got to know him, and we had the Medal of Freedom, and get the chance to meet his wife and spend some time with them.
Well, you know that wow moment that you just said, wow, that's the kind of thing that I have the distinct impression that continues to happen as advocates speak out and other people have the opportunity to be inspired by that, but also to have their doors opened up and kind of say there's different opportunities, there's different ways to get involved.
Yes, there was the curb cuts. People was able to go and have real jobs. I can apply for anything that you can apply for. Anything that anyone in this room can apply. A person like us on this panel is capable, and I know we are. I know there's no doubt that I can go for the same job in anything I want, anything I want to do in my life. As you heard our one bachelors say tonight, we can do the same thing.
And working together for inclusive communities is such an important part of advocacy. You know, we were talking about the reception that we're going to have afterward, and I know you were saying that networking is such an important part of advocacy. Can you tell us a little bit why is it important for advocates to network, or for all of us to try and make those sorts of connections?
It's the greatest thing because we're all the same. We all want the same thing, that everyone in this room, and we should have the same thing as everyone in this room. There's no reason why all of us sitting here that cannot have the same rights, the same thing that everyone in this audience. We are, just because I'm in the chair, or just because this and that and the other thing, that doesn't stop us and doesn't stop me from having the same dream, relationships, going out, doing things, picking my own clothes, doing whatever we want to do, and whenever we want to do it, and whoever we want to do it with.
I agree. Absolutely. Many of us appreciate that having more inclusive, more diverse, more open communities is important, not for people with disabilities, it's important for all of us. And so something that we hope that you're all thinking about, ways that we each can continue to be a part of what that looks like. Now, I'm wondering, Debbie, if you have any closing thoughts you want to leave us with at the end of this interview here.
We can do it. And no one's going to stop us from doing anything we want to do. We need everyone in this room, because everyone is part of this. The audience saying, everyone get up and say, we can do it! We can do it! We can do it! Around the world! We can do it!
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Debbie. I'm so glad that you're here, and thank you for that rousing. That was